Okay, so you know how there's a running joke about Spirit being just the worst airlines ever. If you ride Spirit, you need the Holy Spirit, all these little jokey jokes. Let me tell you something. I rather walk before I ride American Airlines again, guys. It's story time. I hope this video at least makes you laugh at my pain, if anything. But don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you kind of like this whole story time shebang. But either way, guys, I got to get this story off my chest. So, husband's birthday, decided to book us a trip to Washington, D.C. No, I can't afford Delta. Okay? Don't be ridiculous. But I did think booking American Airlines was an upgrade from my usual Spirit ticket, right? Or Frontier, or whoever has the cheapest ticket for the day, right? Like, it's my husband's birthday. I'm getting a nice hotel. We're going to fly American, We're going to be bougie. We're going to be fabulous. Wrong. Okay? Wrong. So Tuesday, get to the airport. We get on the plane. And instead of the captain coming on and saying, "This is your captain speaking. We're about to take off any minute now." No, he said, "We're having maintenance issues. We're going to have to deboard the plane." Never in my life have I ever gotten onto a plane and they tell me that it is maintenance issues. They said it was something wrong with the hydraulics, something. No worries, we're going to work on the plane, okay? An hour later, get a little text, "Hey, you're going to be leaving at this time." Hour later, "Hey, you're actually going to be leaving at this time." "Hey, you're actually going to be leaving at this time." Y'all, this goes on and on for hours. Flight was supposed to take off at 10. We keep getting these messages every 2 hours until almost 7 o'clock that night before they finally just decided to cancel the flight altogether. So this isn't weather, okay? This isn't, some crazy hostage terrorist situation. No, maintenance issues. Okay, cool. So not cool, but they said we're going to fly out the next day. Here's a food voucher for $12 and a hotel voucher. I'm getting excited because I'm like, okay, well, at least we're going to get a little hotel for the night. This is going to be nice. Still some quality time with my boo. Y'all, I'm about to insert some pictures right now of this hotel they had us staying at. Just, who sends somebody to a place like this? American Airlines should be shot for sending me here. Okay, next day, fly out, no problem, get to DC. It's really a bummer because it takes away a whole day in DC for us. But you know what? Whatever, we're going to make the best of it. Get to the airport. We're in DC now, guys, trying to fly out. Almost immediately at the time that the plane is supposed to fly out, y'all, we get a text. "Sorry, flight's been canceled. Today is Thursday. We'll fly you out on Saturday." Excuse me? You're going to do what now? You're just going to bypass like you ain't just said that I'm being DC a little bit longer, and you didn't even offer me any type of hotel accommodations, nothing, just, "It's Thursday, we'll see you again at the airport on Saturday." No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So I asked one lady, "What's going on? Why are we going to fly out?" She tells me maintenance issues, right? So when it's maintenance issues, they have to accommodate you. When it's weather, they do not. An hour later, when I'm trying to get at least a hotel voucher, see what's going on, now all of a sudden, they're saying it's weather. Somebody lying. Yep, somebody lying. Somebody lying. So how all of a sudden, in a course of minutes almost, it goes from maintenance to weather. So me and my husband like, hey, listen, we got a baby at home. We got businesses to run. There's no way we can stay here till Saturday and again, risk not flying out. So we decide, okay, we're going to try to do standby on another plane, another flight through American Airlines. Okay, everybody showed up. Couldn't do it. Then we decide we're going to catch a flight to New York at night so that we can fly out of New York in the morning. So the trick is catching this flight to New York. Because if we don't catch this flight to New York, we're not flying out tomorrow. Get on the plane. We made it, baby. We on the plane. There's no way this can happen twice in a span of 3 days. This is your captain speaking. We're having maintenance issues. Now, mind you, the first time we had maintenance issues, it was like something with the hydraulics, right? It sounded pretty severe to the point eventually they said they're going to have to fly in another plane. This time they said it was something with the fuel gauge. Not that they didn't have any fuel, but it's something wrong with the gauge in which they can't pass a test, so we can't fly off. But don't worry, hang tight. We're going to get this fixed. So in the meantime, we're watching maintenance men get on and off the plane and everything. Okay, cool. They're going to fix this. 3 hours later. No, seriously. They let us stay on the plane for 3 hours. People were going stir crazy. People were ordering cookies and ginger ale from the flight attendant like it was DoorDash, okay? Kids was on the plane. People were pacing up and down like, and I'm just sitting here talking to my husband like there is no freaking way that, again, it is maintenance issues. Like, how old is this plane? How did you not know these planes weren't going to fly off? It is spring break weekend. Okay, so I'm expecting you to be prepared. I'm expecting you to be on point. That did not happen with American. No, sirree, Bob. It got so bad that when they finally let us off the plane, me and my husband was like, listen, drop us off to the closest place to Georgia you got. Alabama, South Carolina, Charlotte, whatever you got to do. We got to get up out of here because we don't trust you guys at this point. Like, you don't got a solid game plan. You still can't tell us. Of course, we no longer have that flight that was going to leave out on Saturday. Like, we do not know when we're going to leave DC at this point. So, of course, with no additional accommodations, they say, well, hey, we can get you to Charlotte. Okay, cool. My sister's in Charlotte. We can go stay the night with her. But then after that, we're going to have to get a rental car, get back to Georgia. In the airport, flight's supposed to leave at 10 o'clock at night. Wild, right? Okay. On the phone, looking for a rental car. Cannot find a rental car that will not make me have to return it right back from the location I got. So if I left Charlotte, they wanted me to return to Charlotte, which did not make sense. Couldn't do that, right? My sister goes, you might not want to do this, but y'all might have to take a bus. Y'all know how some things you had to do when you were a kid that you just said when you become an adult, you're never going to do? Bruh. That is one of those things I said I would never freaking do. Yo, when I was a kid, me and my mom would take a freaking Greyhound all the way to Minnesota to see my aunt. Y'all, that's a 2-day ride on a bus. Think about that. 2 days on a bus. I said I was never going to do that when I became an adult. Like, no way, Jose. I'm going to become an adult. I'm going to have money. We taking a plane. Flights. Okay, we ain't catching buses. We catching flights. So I'm like, okay, might have to catch a bus. We get on the plane, this 10 o'clock at night plane. And y'all know, like, when we got on, I don't know if it was like the air doing this or what, but it smelled like burnt tires. only thing that's going on is my mind. Lord, if this plane got maintenance issues, I'm tearing up everything. I'm tearing up everything. Because clearly ain't nothing on this plane worth nothing. But the plane took off. So we left DC, got to Charlotte at midnight, got to my sister's house around 12:30. Had to be up, y'all, by 3:30 to go to a kind of sketchy gas station to get on an even sketchier bus, y'all. So this random white bus just pulls up. It's called Wanda Coach. Write that name down. Never use them. It doesn't have a name on it, nothing. This little Asian man, rude as all get out, just hops out the bus and just like, doesn't speak. I said, well, good morning. Doesn't even say good morning back to me, anything, y'all. My husband's never been on a bus before, okay? So I kind of already knew the vibe I was about to run into, okay? So I got my head scarf on and everything because I don't touch nothing. Nothing. When we get onto this bus, my husband said, does look like a place you get your organs stole from. Y'all, it was like a flea market. It was like a random baby crying in the background. Somebody laying on top of the other one. Somebody looked like they was just scratching real bad. Like, yo, it's just like, where am I? There's little trash bags on each little car, little armrest thing. And the bus just smells like pee. Pee. Okay? So for 2.5 hours, all I smelled was pee. It was bad. So back to my little driver who's like literally insane. So he has on a headset. He's over there speaking Mandarin, I'm assuming, all loud. He is speeding. Okay, he is speeding on this little bus. I felt like a baby in the car seat and the driver is drunk. He was slamming on the brakes, going from one lane to the other, about to hit cars, blowing his little horn, and he just laughing and talking on the phone the whole time. Like, y'all, all this to get back home to my son. I done took a plane, a bus. I dang near would have took a ship, okay, before I get on American or on this bus ever again in my life. It was the bus ride from hell. Then, of course, I had to pee. Luckily, the bathroom at least had tissue, but it was funky. So, of course, I came out of that bathroom with pee on my shoes. So, again, smelling pee. Have y'all ever been to somebody's house that got roaches? And you like afraid to sit down. You just don't want to lean back because you just think something might just like crawl in your hair. Yeah, that was the type of situation I was in, okay? I did not want to sit back, touch anything. Meanwhile, my husband knocked out cold, leaning on me, trying to get comfortable. And I'm just like, how are you sleeping right now? It smells like pee. It's a baby. The lady behind us was talking about how she missed her court date and begging her PO not to take her to jail. Okay. The body odors was real on this bus. The person in front of us was talking loud on a flip phone. The driver is off his rocket. Okay? Off his rocket. And my husband is knocked out. Not phased. Not phased at all. Then they drop us off in this sketchy little complex. I'm going to insert a picture here. Okay. And it's all these guys just rush the bus. Hey, you need a ride? Hey, I'm a taxi. Hey, you need a ride? Hey, can I take you somewhere? And it was just, I was like, Lord, I gotta get home. I just gotta get home. So we catch an Uber all the way to pick up our car, which was like 45 minutes away. Then we had to drive another 45 minutes. All this to say, thank you, American Airlines. Y'all made my trip miserable. You ain't never got to worry about me again in your life. Okay? In your life. Because this trip, it was bad. It was bad. More of the story is fly Delta. Hell. Fly Spirit. Just don't fly American. That's all I got, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.